Good afternoon, friends, Romans, countrymen, lend us your ears. We are here for the second Junior Roller Derby Association game, which will see Team East in the white taking on Team South in the black. I am Snoogans.
I'm Haiti Perry.
And we are joined with our producer, Loud and Queer. And we're going to talk you through all of the action today for this game here on track 2 at the Five Nations Showcase here in disgustingly sunny High Wycombe.
Some say disgustingly. I'm quite enjoying it myself.
That's fair. Okay, then you have both sides of the board here. Haiti is loving it. I am drowning in a puddle of my own sweat. I unfortunately went for a kind of emerald green type top today. It is now two-tone. Two-tone.
I went for the safe option of all black.
Yes, yeah, I do have this top in black. Should have gone for that.
Yes.
But alas, no. You can see the skaters are making their way to track. We have less than 30 seconds before we get started. So if you joined us for the last game on this track, you will be aware that we are running two types of jams for the junior games, a level 2 jam and a level 3 jam. So level 2 is sort of lower contact, it's no sort of accelerated contact, there is an additional penalty for that one, and we'll talk about that if they come up. Level 3 is your standard full contact roller derby, as you would see with the adults game, and it's all good. The format we're going to have for you is a level 2 jam followed by 3 level 3 jams, and begin the rotation again.
If you didn't join us for the first game, Team South won, and taking to the jam line for Team South for the very first jam is Rami Dodger, one of their smaller jammers, but do not let that fool you. They were a very high point scorer.
Super.
Very high point scorer.
We've got Atomic Bomb jamming for Team East in the white. So, as I say, we're not too far from getting this started. What's really great this weekend as well, we're not too far away from the Junior Roller Derby World Cup having been announced next year.
And there you go, Jammy Dodger displaying exactly what I've just said, straight through, lead jammer.
So some good contact happening in the pack, and you'll see what we mean. So yes, there are hits happening, but they're more sort of drives and close sort of shoves and bumps, as opposed to sort of going in. There's no other way to kind of describe it than accelerated contact.
There's no aim.
Exactly,
They're not aiming, they are tactically manoeuvring.
Yeah, well put.
Thank you.
We are in a power jam situation at the moment. With Atomic Bomb in the box.
Therefore, Rami Dodger is the only jammer on track, the only scoring jammer on track. And there we go, another 4 points for Rami there.
Atomic Bomb out of the box, making the way back to the track. You can see the blockers looking over their shoulder, seeing him coming. Big hit there, taking Rami off and recycling. Meanwhile, Atomic coming out of the pack, completing that initial pass. And Rami still in control, even into the dying seconds of that jam. There was only 12 seconds left of the jam clock. Decided to take control, call the jam off, and prevent any points being acquired by Atomic. 12-point jam to get started.
Very good.
So very nicely displayed there by our jam timer. We're now moving into those level 3 jams.
Jammy Dodger made it look effortless in his first game. A very high scoring jammer.
Yeah.
Is number 40, Jammy Dodger.
Serial Killer is your lead jammer at present. Both those jammers from the last jam have skated in the previous JRDA World Cup. So you really are seeing skaters of a serious caliber participating in this game. And it's a real range. So it's going to be some skaters who are really sort of coming through and having recently started, kind of getting their teeth into things. But you'll also be seeing skaters, as we've mentioned, who are well seasoned and have really kind of worked their way through and have got that experience.
I think it's safe to say, just from the first game alone, the legacy of junior roller derby is getting stronger and stronger, and I cannot wait to see some of these, if they join any MRDA teams or WFTDA teams.
Absolutely.
They will be immense.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what was actually really fantastic earlier this year in Hull, we had Hull's Rolling Angels put on a really great event. It was a triple header, and there were a couple of skaters who had not long aged out of junior roller derby, playing their first or couple of first games in adult leagues, and so these skaters essentially playing their first adult games with 4, 5, 6 years of gameplay under their belts.
The belt ready, getting on track.
It was astounding to see. I consider myself quite lucky. I think I called my first juniors game at Eastbourne Extreme 2015, I think. 2015, 2016. And it was mind-blowing. I didn't really know what to expect, and
looking
it was
at them on track now.
Yeah, it was incredible. These kids, because children have no fear.
Then this is the game for you.
Exactly.
I think as adults, there's that whole, the fear factor is bigger.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Points on the board for both teams in that one.
Robbie calling that jam pretty quick.
Wince Pie very decidedly.
I'd say clearly owning that. We are having this line. This line is mine.
I'm a big fan of Wince Pie. I've been watching and calling them skate for a number of years.
Watching them grow.
Yeah, and I mean they've got a big sort of legacy behind them. Those of you who know and remember this far back, their dad was Barack Obama, used to skate through the Human League.
Yeah.
Quad rest his soul. Brilliant man, incredible skater. I believe he was part of sort of the founding of Inhuman League, and obviously you can catch them in the MRDA action tomorrow.
Yep. Right here.
Yeah, right here. I believe on this track, on this very
yes.
track.
Track 2 tomorrow.
Yes. But yeah, so Wince has been around roller derby since they were very, very small. And it's wonderful to see that they've sort of picked up the baton, so to speak, and they've embraced it so fully, and they are an incredible skater. I know that their dad would be incredibly proud. I know that their mum is incredibly proud.
Yeah.
Like, just to see them and the level that they're attaining, it's just... Oh.
And they're still juniors. There is still many, many years of skating ahead of them.
Yeah.
Let's just see how far they can go.
It's quite funny because most people sort of assume that I'm not necessarily a kids person. Like, I don't have any children. I have no plans to have children. I'm kind of indifferent to kids, but you bring me to junior roller derby and I turn into like this crazy gushing aunt. I'm like, they're all amazing. Put me in front of a sports day and I'm like, ah.
but put wheels on their feet, and you are there.
Pretty much. It's like kids on skates and kittens. I'm like, these are the best.
I mean, swap kittens out for puppies, and I'm there.
Either or.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baby animals.
Yes.
All baby animals.
Yes. So we are in the midst of an official timeout, just making sure that all of the T's are crossed and I's are dotted.
Especially when you do have, if you've gone from one of those, as we say, those level 2 jams, and if one of those skaters does find themselves in a penalty box, you do need to do a little skater switcheroo.
Exactly.
It's all about safety. Yes, it is a contact sport, but safety is always first.
While we do have a moment, just a quick shout out to one of our sponsors, Double Threat Skates. There is bound to be a plethora of people wearing their gear this weekend. No doubt some of the people that you're seeing on track, off track.
I am a Double Threat Skates girl.
There you go.
That's
there
where
you go.
I purchased my skates.
I'm fairly certain the pads that I've got gathering dust in my kit bag, that I'll put them back on eventually. I'm fairly certain I got those from Double Threat back in the day. But yeah, they're one of our sponsors this weekend, so massive shout out to them.
It almost becomes a rite of passage as a skater.
Yeah.
Even if you don't buy anything, just to say, I've been to Double Threat.
Yeah.
It's like check off the bucket list as a skater.
Yeah.
Obviously, other skate shops are available.
Of course.
But Double Threat this weekend, we are giving you a big shout out. They are here, but also available online if you do not wish to travel into the big smoke.
I mean, alternatively, like, if there's somebody that you know is attending, drop them a message. Send them some cash.
So, Starboy here, going up against Hatchet Girl. Hatchet Girl gets the lead, which is a first for Starboy. He was he commanded a lot of the leads in his first game.
Hatchet Girl, I remember seeing at a juniors game in Sheffield a few months back. Absolutely phenomenal. Just the way she hugged the outside line to pick up that lead. Starboy, however, has slipped round and is also scoring points. And now Hatchet Girl has incurred a penalty. Going to take a sit down, so Starboy now in possession of that sole jammer status on track.
And we will be running for the full 2 minutes as Hatchet Girl was lead. And now she's been sent to the box. She has lost that power.
Absolutely, still over a minute remaining of the jam. Some beautiful offense there from Starboy's blockers. Event Horizon clearing Winds High out of the way. And this is going to be not only our first power jam, but the first full 2 minute jam that we're seeing. May well be a sign of things to come. Oh, and that's going to be our first Apex jump.
And be prepared to see a lot of these.
Yeah.
Yes, first game, there was a lot of air had.
Racking up those air miles.
But again, it's going back to that no fear.
Yeah.
They see a gap, they take it.
Yeah.
And they'll calculate the risk afterwards.
Must score points via any means necessary. That jam, as we say, coming to its natural conclusion. Big points for both teams. 20 points on the board for the South team. 12 points for East. So that sees us 38, place 16 in favour of South as we move into a level 2 jam. We've got Atomic Bomb up to jam against 445.
445 takes the lead for this, the 5th jam of the game. Atomic Bomb making their way out of that black pack.
And she calls it 4-4-5. It's bagged those points. She's happy with it.
The South will be starting with only 3 blockers on track, with Rami Dodger receiving a penalty right at the very end there.
Back into a level 3 jam. Serial Killer and Ray are your jammers. Both being recycled, but Ray much further back. Serial Killer bags lead. We're even Stevens on the lead jammers, 3 for each team so far.
Serial Killer round the outside there to pick up 4 points. Race getting swallowed, taken that star pass off. Star cover, I should say. Successful star pass there to 5-8. That's Chaz.
That was a nice, clean star pass.
Chaz is one of those skaters who is an all-rounder. He jams, he blocks very well.
Get you a skater that can do it all. After providing some wonderful defense, Jammer Hammer going to take a seat in the penalty box now.
Chaz exiting the pack there backwards. Ray may not have got through as jammer, but he is holding his opponent's jammer there, now becoming a blocker after passing that star.
This is the great thing about these kind of challenge team, kind of mix-up games. It's an opportunity to kind of try your hand at something. Because this is essentially for fun.
Give it a go.
There's nothing on the line, so other than pride, of course.
There's always that. Always that.
So we've got Karis and Robbie. I've seen Robbie play before.
Yeah.
Robbie's a nift jammer. Brilliant footwork. So Robbie picking up lead, going to be looking to emulate another 20-point jam, as both teams have already had so far. But Karis,
these juniors do know how to rack those points up.
I tell you what, it's the advantage of youth.
Yes.
Although, cut with that sort of vim and vigour, also comes the danger factor. Robbie in the box for a cut.
Footwork just a little bit out of his control there.
Karis now coming up to the box for another scoring pass. Pack for another scoring pass.
Charlotte Fever desperately trying to offer her jammer some offense there.
Wince Pie with a massive recycle. Robbie back on track, making short work of the pack.
A hop, skip and a jump quite literally around that
Yes.
inside of the apex.
I think he completed the jump on 1 foot as well.
Yeah.
All right, mate, save some for somebody else, yeah? So, of course, with Robbie having been in the box, we've got no lead jammer, so they're going to run for the full 2 minutes as well. Got just about 30 seconds left on the jam. Two penalties assessed, both teams with a blocker heading into the penalty box. Incredible offense from the white team as Robbie manages to complete a flawless apex jump. There's no other way to describe it.
Definitely. A long old jam there for Karis. Hold your head high, young lady. That was tough.
Absolutely. real tenacity.
Yes. That's one thing you can say, these kids, they will keep battling.
Oh,
They go and go.
nice, chunky 16-point jam from Robbie there. Significantly closes that gap between the teams. 54 points to JRDA East and 66 points to the South. Leaves us with just a 12-point differential with 17 minutes and 53 seconds remaining of this first half.
And when you look at the scores for each of these jams, that could all change in a single jam.
Absolutely. Yeah, so we are, as you say, we're looking at genuinely a jam to look at a score change. It's that team timeout coming to an end. And this play brought to you by True Pig Vegan. Delicious skater-made chocolatey goodness.
Blackwall there doing a very quick switcheroo from taking the jam line to whipping straight in front.
Beautiful skip there from the jammer. It's a nice 2-wall from Sirius Block. And I do believe that was number 27, Jammer Hammer. Some solid 2-wall work. But Jammy Dodger coming around the outside backwards. Just jammy indeed.
Jammy, very, very much so. The choice to switch from jam line to taking the back line right on that jump start worked for the South's wall there, holding the East blocker. Jammer, I should even say.
Annihilator and Atomic Bomb are your jammers now.
Annihilator I met at the Women's World Cup in 2008. I do remember saying to her, when I grow up, I want to be able to skate like you. So to see her back on track is absolutely amazing.
Super quick jam there. Annihilator managed to put another 4 on the board for Team South, just edging out that lead a little bit further.
Creeping out, but again, you only need one of those one big jams.
Back into a level 3 jam. Ray back up with the star against Jammer Hammer. And Ray's lead.
Jammer Hammer showing us some lovely juking there. He goes down but not out, so straight back up. Back in for that scoring pass. But Ray says, nope.
Incredible hit there. However, it was after the whistle, so.
That's a little bit of a naughty. Here we go, Winter Pie taking the star.
Oh, nice.
Against Charlotte Fever.
Brilliant name. It's because this may surprise you and the folks at home. I'm not particularly down with the literal kids.
The tiny ones.
Yeah, I'm not on their wavelength. So it's always quite interesting to see what kind of puns and jokey names they'll come up with.
Yeah.
And if we get it, I mean, you're a parent, right?
I am indeed a parent.
So you may stand a better chance at getting any joke names that might come through.
I'd like to say I would, but I'm really not. I'm not always down with the kids.
Maybe.
But I do appreciate a good pun in a name. And Wince Pie taking lead there.
However, Charlotte Fever is out and racing.
Hot on their tail.
Pack moving at a near glacial pace.
It's nice to see, but also very annoying to see how effortless these skaters get those crossovers in.
Yeah.
Just gliding round.
And the blockers throwing a really, no other way to describe, meaty hit at Wince. Super quick recovery and completed the scoring pass. Seal clubs all over the place.
Jammy Dodger there showing us that he isn't just a jammer.
Great work from 445, opening up the door for their jammer and closing it up in front of Wince.
Transitions round, toe stops and says, do you know what, let's end it.
Another level 3 jam coming at you.
Seeing Serial Killer and Event Horizon on the jam line.
Oh, Serial Killer sneaks around the inside, but doesn't quite get through with the ease he hoped.
Chaz there.
I was
Desperately
gonna say, who was
trying
it?
to chase him down, but unfortunately just almost creating a no-pack situation. So has to leave Serial Killer to complete his pass.
Event Horizon out as well. Champs sitting in the box. Going to be joined by Sirius Block. We're up to 6 leads per team, but we've had 2 power jams against East.
This is where the South really, in a power jam situation, their jammers are racking up those points. Now with Sirius and Champs both still in the penalty box, both teams will start with only 3 blockers on track. Champs is standing though.
Just taking a quick moment to swap out blocker in the box as we're moving into a level 2 jam. Because of course, while the level 3 skaters can skate level 2 jams, it's also about making sure that we're getting those skaters who are only skating level 2 jams, making sure that they're getting that track time as well.
It's the exposure, the experience. So as we say, when these the level 3s, the older ones, do age out, you've got to be able to have that continual rolling of teams that you've got those players.
Starboy and Queen of Hearts are your jammers. Starboy managing to make it safe, safely upright, inbound, all of that good stuff along the outside straight. Some really nice 3-wall work from the East blockers right now.
East pivot really making sure that their wall is back where they need to be.
Yeah, Martu, great control there. And South's pivot just taking on one-on-one. Bonnie.
Just the game awareness, the track awareness, just constantly watching. Preempting Rami there, joining in with Bonnie.
I mean, of course, we know that obviously kids are little sponges and they pick stuff up. So we do have a power jam situation. Queen of Hearts picking up a penalty.
So if you're wondering why Black Blockers just stopped They were waiting for the perfect time to perform some offense for Starboy. Karras there picking up a penalty. Starboy's calling that. So the South will be starting in a power jam situation.
And we will have to, I believe we will have to swap out Queen of Hearts for a level 3 jammer. Yeah, just taking a moment for that.
Looks like Robbie's taken himself into that position.
Oh, and this is going to be our first power jam start of the game.
Less than 10 minutes left of the first half to go. That's quite a rarity, really.
Yeah.
So let's see how we get on.
Saw a generous smattering of power jam starts in the London Leeds game this morning.
Well, I was announcing the first game in-house for the Junior Roller Derby, and you guys were making some noise over on that side.
Sorry about that.
No, it sounded like it was a good game.
It was a cracking game.
But I think, like a lot of people, they're just, with the pandemic and everything else, just itching to get those skates back on.
Oh, absolutely.
Get back into a game.
This is the wonderful thing about this event, this Five Nations Roller Derby showcase. It's obviously we've got some sort of like some mini round robin tournament kind of structure going on, but it is essentially for fun, and it is an opportunity to sort of say, look, roller derby is back. It's not obviously not sort of disregarding all of the stuff that has happened so far this year, but it's saying that Five Nations, previously British Championships, is back. We're ready, we're raring to go. This is a taster of what we've got coming up when we get back into things next year. This is also the very first What's On WFTDA event to kick off that nice sort of autumn-winter tournament structure, which is fantastic, and it's a massive deal. So we're into that power jam start, level 3 jam. Robbie has picked up lead jammer to the pack advantage to south to east as well. Great takeoff there by the South blockers.
Starboy picking up a cut penalty there. Didn't look too happy about it, but what a ref says goes.
The officials are the lot. Robbie with that just incredible footwork.
All of these junior roller derby players are making it very tricky just to pick one or two key stars.
Yeah,
I mean, you've got to give Winter Pie, I mean, for footwork alone, Winter Pie.
Yeah.
Just, what are his feet attached to? Because they just have a mind of their own. Robbie seems to spend a lot of time, I'm just going to do this one-footed.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I don't need two, I can do it on one.
The other foot, 2 foots are optional.
Yeah.
That's right, 2 foots. I said
2
it.
foots, 2
Yeah.
foots, yes.
Yeah.
It's roller derby, we do not need to be grammatically correct.
Ah, disgrace. Oh, she also played in Sheffield. She was amazing. Right. Not to lay on any pressure at all. She can't hear me, it's fine.
No, it's fine, it's good.
4-4-5 up to jam.
Faith No More really up against that south wall.
And 4-4-5 is your lead jammer for South. 20 points separate the teams at this point. Faith No More still trying to get out as 4-4-5 comes up for the scoring pass. It does get taken down by Serial Killer.
Faith Moore making her way out of that south wall. Initial pass complete. Let's get some points. But will 445 deny her this?
Serial Killer with the can opener just on the outside.
And just when Faith No More thought, yes, I am through, up pops Chance and says, not at the minute.
Up pops Charles with rabbit.
Where's Dave? And the thing is, they're not going to be old enough to know that.
No, they're gonna watch this back and be like, what are they on at?
There you go, Bonnie taking Faith No More right to the back of that pack.
.445 in control there. Although, no, my mistake. That jam reached the end. It ran itself out. Riggs and Tom Bowler are getting a bit enthused, aren't they?
Just a smidge.
I mean, to be
you know
fair,
it's serious when Riggs has to bend over, put the hands on their legs just to get a real closer look at the action. That's concentration, that is.
I mean, the jacket's off as well.
Means business.
Yeah. To be fair, it's rainy in Tiger Bay.
Then, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they've got time to actually be able to say anything, because I think I'd just barely have time to blink in case I missed anything.
Loud noises. So we're going to go into another level 3 jam. Hatchet Girl and Jammy Dodger against a micro pack of 4 blockers, just the 4.
2 of each.
Yeah.
And it's Jammy Dodger's got this power jam. Let's just watch this one fly backwards, side surfing, round the apex to get those 4 points.
Looks like Hatchet Girl had misunderstood a call. She had not been issued the penalty, and her jammer ref was indicating for her to return to the track.
So this is a nice thing, yes. It's East versus South, as we say, with the World Cup round the corner. A lot of these are going to be playing on the same team. So to see the end of that jam and Jammy Dodger just fist bump a couple of his fellow teammates.
Yeah, there's been some really nice sportsmanship, actually. So we've moved into a level 2 jam. Dare I say it, the penalty box is empty. I'm sorry in advance. Starboy is your lead jammer, and we've got quite a snug pack.
Autobus there was desperately trying to help their jammer out with some offense.
Really nice bit of recycling there from, I think that's 007.
Autobus, yeah.
Autobus, yeah.
Starboy has earned himself a penalty, so that is giving the East a power jam in their favour. So let's see what Atom Bomb can do. Effortless offence there. East knew what they were doing.
Yeah, they just kind of covered and swallowed.
Just smothered those black blockers up just to allow Atom Bomb straight pass. whilst you were just checking out what the noise from next door was, you missed a delightful apex jump from our star boy there. Back on track. There you go. Have a backwards one. I'm going to pirouette, but unfortunately did not land it successfully. So it's back to a power jam situation for Atomic Bomb, I should say.
He's through, but he had to work for that.
And considering that Rami Dodger had earned themselves a penalty, and they were one blocker down, those 3 remaining blockers were still making it hard work for Atomic Bomb there.
Yeah, the South blockers have done some really great work at running the clock, penalty kill, that kind of work. So that jam there was a 24-point jam for the East team, which is the highest scoring jam we've had for East. Just mind-blowing. And that brings the score, the differential, right down to just 6 points.
6 points.
That's the closest we've had it all game, other than like right at the beginning, which is sublime. We've got 1 minute and 42 left of the first half. We are in a team timeout for the East team, and it was that double penalty for Starboy for South, which obviously had a massive impact.
Giving Atomic the full support of all their blockers for offence.
Sort an apple a day, that's what the doctor ordered. But don't sort the apple, you know. 5 a day, kids.
Minimum of 5 a day, minimum.
But not just apples, like mix it up.
Yeah. Fruits, vegetables, colours.
Yeah, bit of roughage. Why have I turned into a dad?
I mean, it was like, but don't forget you need fibre.
We would like to give a special shout out to Razor and Julius, who aren't here today due to some illness. We miss you absolutely loads, and we hope that everyone feels better soon. They were both supposed to be here this weekend doing some officiating, and we love you and we miss you.
Serial killer there, taking some big hits, getting lead, but Starboy straight out of that penalty box, straight on track, and right on the heels of Serial Killer.
The way he came round turn 3, he was very upright, and he had the kind of swinging arms, and he just sort of went like, coming through. Very
Don't mind me, quick.
Business jammer here. He's taking some big old hits.
And a star pass there. But Jammy Dodger recycled back by Robbie there.
And Haiti, we've had ourselves a lead change.
And we're going to end this first half on a power jam. And it is going to run for the full time.
And the lead has changed back. Serial Killer in the penalty box. So only 13 seconds left on the period clock, but there's still 29 seconds left on the jam clock. So Serial Killer will be out of the box before the jam ends. So things may switch back. Maybe, I don't know.
As you can see, it can all happen in the blink of an eye. Serial Killer's back on. Straight through that wall.
He's coming out of his cage and he's been doing just fine.
There we go.
And that'll be the half-time. Good gravy. Right.
We have fists in the air from Chaz saying yes.
Yeah, so
I enjoyed that 30 minutes. May I have 30 more in about 15 minutes time, please?
you know what? Absolutely can.
Yeah, I think they can.
So right, scores at the half, 137 to JRDA South, 143 to JRD East.
Other way round.
Other way round.
Other way around. Fortunately, our sheets in front of us are in reverse. So just to clarify, that is the South leading with 143 to the East 137.
I apologise, it's very warm in here. We're going to have a drink, get some sugar. Please do the same, or maybe something a bit more substantial, and we'll see you back here very soon.
See ya.
Welcome and bienvenue.
Part 2. I don't know why I've just shuffled my papers like a newsreader. No one can see, but I feel like I
did
have
it at
to.
the start. Maybe it's a comfort thing. It's like, yes. This evening at the news at 10.
More skatey things.
Yes. Today's schedule, more roller derby. And we will be starting this next. No, I can't sustain that. It's. I'll ruin myself. This next jam is. It's going to be level 2. Sorry, I just waved at an official, and I realised that they were actually trying to indicate to their scorekeeper that they were what team they were officiating, and I was like, I'm such a derp. We have our lead jammer in the form of number 64.
Aussie offence, first time jamming, and got lead.
Up against number 56, Rami Dodger. 898. Heading to the penalty box. Explosive, great name.
Rami has found themselves heading to the penalty box, so that is giving Aussie offence a power jam. And that is, it's going to be a jammer switcheroo. Aussie offence there.
Forearm penalty.
So we are going to go to the full 2 minutes now, as Aussie was lead, but unfortunately lost the power to call the jam.
Oh.
Beautiful sneak through, especially when you've got the offence that Blackwall could offer there. Rami had no choice but to just skate on by.
And again, as you will recall, coming out of the first half, we'd had that lead change and change back again. So Black team were still in the lead, and it looks like Rami Dodgers can do everything he can to maintain that.
Octopus denying Rami the first time, and then watching and just keeping an eye out.
A real clash of the Tiny Titans there.
Tiny Titans.
That was brilliant. And we'll be moving into a level 3 jam.
It will be Robbie versus Ray.
Okay, so it looks like Rami had picked up a penalty at the end of the previous jam. So Ray is going to start in the penalty box to serve that penalty for her. So Robbie's going to take a run up straight into that pack. That was some nice, hefty contact.
Big hit, showing the difference between the level 3 and the level 2 jams. Chaz.
It's like being at the opticians. Is the hitting harder with 2 or 3? 2, 3.
Now this one or this one. Lovely little hop there over the apex. Ray exiting the penalty box, but unfortunately cutting track. Sees them heading straight back. Now with this power jam situation, as we mentioned, the Control it is with Robbie. And we are getting a chance to rack some points up and see if we get another lead change.
So Robbie there picking up a few points, opting to call the jam where it was to lock Ray into the penalty box.
And it's looking like we have a tie. No lead change, but a tie.
I do love a tied jam.
1-5-4 apiece.
And JRDA East putting up Hatchet Girl for this power jam start. Capital choice if you ask me.
Big hit there by Jammy Dodger. He says you may have a power jam, but you're not getting lead. Not just yet, anyway.
That was full Gandalf.
That was. Thou shalt not pass.
Yes. And that was
Ray's back on, in through.
like we mentioned towards the end of the first half, exemplary penalty kill.
Ray weaving around those blockers.
And actually the penalty kill was so effective that it's actually Ray who is our lead jammer in this jam.
Just goes to show you may start in the box. It doesn't mean you can't get lead.
Exactly. Although Ray has picked up another penalty.
Straight back there. A little shake of the head, not quite sure what they've got that for there, I think. I'm sure their bench will
I believe
clarify.
that's 3 in 2 jams.
Yeah.
Obviously, they started at the beginning of the previous jam, and that was serving for the jammer from the level 2 jam. But I believe they incurred two in that jam of their own volition. Ouch.
Yes. I think there'll be a little slap on the wrist. Slap on the wrist guard when he gets back to his bench. 4-4-5 there, finding their way to the penalty box. That is a star pass. So Windpipe now becomes jammer. And that is the end.
Jam coming to its natural end. Ray out of the box in the final seconds of that jam picks up another cluster of points. 158 to 162. Still just a 4-point pass.
It is a single completed pass difference, that is all. So Bonnie, first time this game, I believe, coming up with the star.
I feel like she may have taken a star pass, but hadn't started as jammer.
Formidable force as a pivot. Most definitely. That's Serial Killer getting the lead there. But Bonnie is not far behind.
Those crossovers are just chef kiss.
Not jealous at all.
No, not a bit.
It did not take me months to get those. I was like a stumpy stegosaurus going around in Apex for many, many a month. Serial Killer opting to run rather than roll the skates there.
Tippy tappy toe stops. Beautiful work by that 2-wall of Jamie Dodger. Nope. Jamie Danger. And 1-3-1 Eliminator. Managing to shut down Bonnie, and it looks like they have managed to pull a penalty. So it's now power jam territory for Serial Killer, with a full penalty box for South.
And he calls it. Starting on a power jam. Back to our level 2 here. So we may see a change in some skaters due to the people in the penalty box.
That jam had all the things.
A lot of things going on.
And perhaps even some of the stuff.
And then the other stuff too.
I always forget about the other stuff.
Yeah. But then there's the other stuff. There's so much stuff to see.
That's how they get you.
Yeah. They pull you in with one lot of stuff.
And then they're like, bam, is the other stuff.
Yeah. And then when you're not ready, there's some more.
More things.
And if you can handle it, I reckon they're going to give us some even more stuff.
I nearly swore then. I was not prepared for more stuff.
And more stuff, no, it like takes you by surprise.
It's like, heck.
And here's another one for us, Al Explosive, first time jamming.
Gosh,
Little
dang.
excited there.
Yeah.
Or just struggling to stay on track there. Rami Dodger, determination on that skater's face. Al Explosive getting lead.
Barney back on track from the box from the previous jam.
Says, I'm going to skate backwards round my wall. And straight through. That's the initial pass completed.
4.45 back on track, however, has incurred a penalty and will go and take a seat once more. Black team really racking up the penalties in this second half.
It's getting a little bit heavy. The black penalty box seats must be warm.
Yes.
There is someone in there keeping at least one of them warm.
Or they're really cool.
Well, maybe that's why they want to go. Maybe that's where the aircon is. Maybe you would want to sit in the penalty box.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
where you want to be.
Let me see how far this cable will stretch. So fun fact, today is our producer Loudon Queer's birthday. So if you would like to wish them a happy birthday, as we have, we fully encourage you. And Coco has just come and produced
a treat and then said, but we're sharing.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, but we're sharing.
Wonderful True Pig goodies.
And I tell you what, talk about goodies, jammer on jammer action from both jammers there.
I love me some offensive jamming. Robbie calling the jam off there.
Giving Jammy Dodger a run for his money.
We've had a...
And we've got a lead change.
We've had
there
a
we
lead
go.
change, confirmed.
Getting excited as the numbers start to change in front of our very eyes.
Changing like the autumn leaves.
I think that was a little bit quicker. Stop wishing summer away. I know you don't like the heat, but some of us do.
I'm sorry. I mean, at this rate, it's still going to be warm in the autumn. So scores 178 to 181. I'm not confirming which team is which because I know I'm going to get it wrong.
I just thought I'd just randomly point down so you know that means south.
South, that's what you were doing, okay.
Yeah, you don't want me on your team for charades. Ray making their way through there. Let's see if Ray can keep themselves out of the penalty box this jam. Naughty jammer last time. A couple of trips were made.
Completed a scoring pass, no penalties. Matching stride for stride.
Oh, there we go, he's going to call it. I was going to say, is he going to try and sneak a couple of points and then deny? But he decided, nah.
And that's going to be another lead change.
Back to a 3 there. And our glamorous assistant not only identifying what level jam it is, but also identifying a little gap in the track that is a bit of a tapage going on. Multitasking.
Yeah.
Like, just need smaller pants and tops. Ding, ding, ding.
Smaller pants are optional. Smaller pants are optional. We're picking you up on the mic. What I really like so far that I've witnessed from numerous people who have just come to either watch or hang out or are doing other things everybody's kind of pitching in to help make this weekend run really smoothly.
Yeah,
It's just nice.
it is. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Bam. Chaz is jamming for you for the South right now. Being shut down quite spectacularly by a very nice Eastern 3-wall.
Serial killer desperately trying to get lead there, but Champs firing his way out of that penalty box.
Heck.
In the first game, I would not have liked to have been the jammer that was up against Jamie Dodger, Champs, and Chaz as a 3-wall. Like, part of me was, oh my word, that is amazing. But then I put my Derby head on and went, no. You'd look up when that whistle goes and go, great.
I politely decline.
Yeah, someone take the star.
So we've got ourselves another level 2 jam for you. And we've got a fresh jammer up for...
Starboy.
Yeah, we've got Starboy.
And Octopus.
Octopus jamming for East.
I must say that this skater had stolen a little bit of my Derby heart.
Yeah. Just, we were talking about them during half-time. The Derby brain is brilliant. Just the ability to switch from offense to defense.
Knowing what's working and where you can be better used in less than a split second.
Yeah.
So they are a level 2 jam skater. If they've got that Derby brain now, Starboy has got themselves a penalty, which gives Octopus a power jam.
And we've got a minute remaining on the jam clock.
Come on, Octopus. Octopus only has 2 black blockers as well, as the South blockers are filling that penalty box.
Maybe there's cake.
Maybe. Or do you think there's like a Nintendo Switch in there or something? Something that is what kids play now, right?
I think so.
Sorry.
Octopus through for another 4-point pass.
Penalty box emptying of South players. We have an empty penalty box. Keep it that way, please, skaters.
I was going to say, has anybody introduced you to the curse of the announcer?
Yes.
There you go.
And unfortunately, there we go. And it's the South team that have got it. It was a back block there.
As soon as you said the penalty box was empty,
Like,
I heard a whistle, which was when I asked if you were familiar. It's all right, it's not just you.
No. Event Horizon went, I volunteer as tribute. I shall take myself and fill a seat. Do not worry.
So, strong jams there from both teams. 11 points to 12.
8 points in it. Robbie versus Nihilator. Nihilator runs right through that inside line. Gets lead. But Robbie pops out. Nihilator thinking she was through that white wall, but that one last blocker just appeared. Nihilator being thrown back to her own bench and decides, I'm going to call it here.
Robbie was looking for the outside line as well, but Champs kind of denied.
Yeah. Just went, no, my lane, mine.
Mine.
Mine. Mine. Mine. Do you know what? Some of these probably don't even get that reference either. I took my year 5 class swimming last year, and when we were lining up, getting them to find their exit buddy, and they looked at me completely blank. Like, what? So it's from Finding Nemo. They're like that. What's that? Yeah, no. They were 10 years old.
Oh,
yeah.
I was going to say there's going to be kids potentially on track here that weren't alive when Finding Nemo was released. Oh man.
Yeah. Should we just take a few seconds just to suck those tears back into our eyes and just go, "Ooh."
Oh, jeez.
Do you think they'd class Finding Nemo as retro?
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
I bet it's in the classic Disney section on Disney Plus.
But that's still Aristocats. So I think because
Good.
it's, it was computer animation, I think was safe for about 18 months.
Yeah.
I'd give it.
So Winter Pie right now is your lead jammer. Definitely not classic by any standards. We've got number 58, Chaz.
445, desperately trying to deny Wince Pie that pass, but to little avail.
I tell you what, the breeze that these skaters were producing in that
It's-
jam was
it's
very
beautiful.
pleasant.
Tell you what also is nice, the difference between the juniors and the adults. Their pads are remarkably nicer, as in freshness.
The pad stank isn't there yet.
Yeah, it's the one sort of plus of watching on a stream. You don't get smell-o-vision.
Yeah.
And it is one of those smells that can only be experienced, it cannot be described, and that is Derby stink.
Yeah. So, certainly not stinking up the track right now. Serial Killer is lead, and Event Horizon is chasing him
Hot on his heels.
in an almost illegal fashion. Like, there's It was close. It was heckin' close. We're moving on to a level 2 jam. Both teams have broken the 200 mark. And we've got a team timeout for the East team. So, Katie, this is an incredibly close game.
Very, very close. What's making it close is those naughty, naughty jammer penalties.
Yeah.
We're getting quite a few cut track penalties there, where they're just skating at such speed they just can't seem to find themselves staying in bounds on track.
Yeah, I mean, there have been a few variations of penalties that our jammers have been picking up. There have been a few high blocks, which I've noticed, and some forearms
I'm going to
and
say
stuff
those
like
cheeky
that.
little forearms are sneaking their way in. But unfortunately, it's one of those penalties that comes out for jammers when they start to get tired.
Yeah,
You know, they
just want to get
Can I
through.
just push you away?
But yeah, it's. I think you're right. By and large, it's going to be penalties which have impacted, especially when we saw that first real close of the differential. Because there was the jam where we had like a 24-point jam, and that
Big
was
scoring jam.
from a. That was a
Well,
double.
it was the double power jam situation, yeah. Especially when if you go into a power jam situation and it's in your favour, but you have not got lead, you've got 2 minutes of scoring time, of which Rami got through, but unfortunately.
Do you believe that's a blocking out of play? Out of play block. Which is a rare one for jammers, but it does happen.
Yeah.
And Ottopa's heading off for a clockwise block. So Aussie offense now your only jammer on track.
Rami is standing, so that it's not long.
Aussie has also picked up penalties, so a very direct jammer switch. Rami had exited the box fully, so it's going to be the full 30 seconds.
Rami there managing to stay on both feet. Right, both blockers back on for this final 15 seconds of this jam. Although, as we were saying before, we've had a power jam situation here, but blockers on track have held those jammers. So yes, Rami has earned themselves a 12-point jam.
Yeah.
But East blockers, pat yourself on the back. That could have been a whole lot more point scoring.
We do also have an official review being called. So if we're able to, well, I'd say if we will be able to get the information about that. So one of our in-house announcers will be going into the middle to find out what the details are from that.
In fact, producers heading in for us.
Thanks, Queer.
Melvin Queer's like,
love you, babe.
Do you know what? I want to know this.
Yeah. So I know we mentioned about jammer penalties being a massive impact for the score that we're seeing. But you've got to remember as well that we've seen a lot of blocker penalties. We've mentioned numerous times that the box has been full of blockers. And of course, if you pass those blockers on track, you pick up the points for the blockers in the box.
Yeah.
So
they are easy points for the picking.
Exactly. So you've got the simplified job of passing less blockers on track, and you get double the points for it. So it's less work for less work, more money.
Less work, more money.
But where can I get a job like that? Thank you.
I don't think they exist.
No, they absolutely
not
don't.
in the real adult world.
No, unfortunately not.
Oh, can you imagine? It'd be so good.
Yeah.
No, but sometimes being an adult really sucks.
Oh yeah.
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 Although when I grow up, I want to be like these guys. I want to skate like these guys.
Yeah. Yeah, another massive thanks and shout out to our sponsors, Double Threat. We do love what you do and that you are looking after us this weekend. So thank you very, very much. And as Hattie's mentioned before, we do have them in-house here. So if you're heading along to join us in-house tomorrow, you can pop along and see them. Or you can, of course, find them online. Check them out on Facebook, Instagram, all of that good stuff, or head over to their website.
A skate shop by skatey people.
Mm-hmm.
So
They
not
know
one
what
of
they're
those that
talking
just
about.
thinks, do you know what, I'm going to, try and force you into something or pretend I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
No, these guys know. Even if you're not sure of what you're looking for, they are there to help.
Yeah.
I've visited a couple of times, and do you know what? I've loved my experience.
Superb. Superb. So, of course, we do have one more game for you on this track today with our fantastic junior skaters. And
just whilst you're looking for that, just have a little shout out. Jammy Dodger and these beautiful little pirouettes. He kept us entertained during a very long official review in the first game. Refused to dance for us because I refused to sing because there was no music.
That's fair.
But I did think it was probably best for the world if I didn't sing.
The greater good.
Yeah. No one needs that in their life. No.
Yes, so the last game on this track, which is due around 4 p.m. today. I know we've had some slight delays, so it may be a little bit later. Is going to be East v North, and you will be able to find me once again, joined by the fabulous Peter Parker, and we will have the even more wonderful Jess being doing production for us, and that will close out day one of track 2 here at the Five Nations Roller Derby Showcase event here in very sunny High Wycombe. It's still bright as you like outside.
But don't you find that's always the case when it comes to roller derby? I know when I've skated, it's sort of, it's going to be a really hot weekend. What should I do? Spend it in a sports hall.
Yeah. And we're back into the action, friends.
And Jack in the box, first time jamming for the East. And there's Joey Dodger getting lead there. Serial killer there, preventing Champs from recycling his jammer further.
I got you, buddy. And we've had ourselves a star pass to Wince Pine.
You may have seen Jammy Dodger there put his hand to his face and looking to the refs. I think he was looking for a high block there.
Right, furious call off there by Jammy Dodger.
Ref just checking in with them.
So just to update you on that official review, so we have an illegal penalty, illegal contact penalty on white 6-4 has been rescinded, but the request to issue a penalty to the other team was denied.
So therefore they have lost their official review for this half.
Thank you very much, Izzy, for that update. Much appreciated. Loud and clear, my apologies. Real names. They can't hear what I'm saying, never mind. Thank you. Jammers racing, the pack not moving.
Champs right. Oh!
Wipe out.
Robbie went for it, but his feet said, nah. Giving Champs those 4 points. Robbie looking to his bench there to say, what do you want me to do?
Champs called for a back block penalty, so he's going to take a seat.
So we've got a power jam. And Robbie, a fast jammer. We could see quite a few passes coming through if the offense is beautifully timed.
Currently 217, placed 236 in favour of South. Robbie's going to look to close that.
15 points in it. Beautiful offense there.
Takes it down to 11. Still 37 seconds left of the jam clock. Just over 7 minutes left of the half of the game. Seven points separate the teams.
Robbie currently standing on a 20-point jam.
Ooh, doggy.
Flying through the pack. 4 points.
That jam reaching its natural conclusion. 24-point jam for Robbie. And yeah, that brings us to 233 to 236.
Exactly what the East needed. They ordered, Robbie delivered.
That's the second 24-point jam we've had in the game. East Jammers, they get the job done.
When you need it most. So we're 5 points in it.
Sorry, I've been listening to a lot of Hamilton soundtrack.
They say that's a conversation you could have with my daughter.
Okay, cool. It took me a long time to get on board, but I'm now there.
I am not there with it. But luckily for East, Serial Killer is, and he's got lead, but Bonnie is close behind. Now you see, this is where East are getting those points. South blockers filling that box.
Lead change.
So we're going to find ourselves with the first jam of this game, with South having one blocker. They're going to need to have a look on there because in the box we've got 3 blockers and one of those is a pivot.
Oh my.
So someone, there we go. Annihilator's coming off. keeping one blocker there. Rami's face. What do you mean? There we go.
I think the other South blocker has just realised what's happening.
That's gone.
I think from the camera angle you probably can't lip read, which is that's cool.
I think we all know the internal monologue going through their head is, what? And then the whistle goes, it would just be.
Jam is on Jammy Dodger and Apocalypse. No, Alexplosive.
But we are very, very close in this game. So if there is a draw, there will be an overtime jam if both teams agree to it. Who doesn't love an overtime jam?
I have mixed feelings, but yeah, so it's a slightly different setup to the adults game.
Jammy there calling the cut track on his opposing jammer for the refs. That boy knows his stuff.
If you want to call the penalties, put some stripes on. If you don't, play the game. What I did like from Jammy, though, at the start of the jam, switched to the 5th blocker, essentially, and worked with his blocker. Going to have a jammer switch, though. He's just picked up a back block penalty. This has been a long, hard game.
Very closer than close. It is 1 point in it. And it's going against East, but East has the power jam.
Alexplosive out of the pack now.
So that's their initial pass, but Jammy is back in. We are going to have a full 2-minute jam.
Just 30 seconds remaining.
Alexplosive desperately trying to stay away from Jammy Dodger. All of the stuff then.
Yeah. Incredible control from Jammy. Jammy by name, Jammy by nature.
And we have, I was going to say overtime, but we don't. We have a lead change. Oh, it's a good job we're sat down.
Like you wouldn't believe. It's a spicy game.
Yeah,
Muy caliente.
Loud and clear, you could not have put that in better words. It is spicy. Oh no, hang on, as the officials come through, we've gone back. South still slightly have it. They may be ahead in points and may have led the first half up until those closing seconds and then clawed it back. But they have been penalty heavy blocker-wise this second half.
Oh, yeah.
They have some very naughty blockers. So heading into the almost final 3 minutes of this game, and East are only going to have 2 South blockers on track to start with, but they are both standing. And Charlotte Fever is there. She's got her arms folded.
Not amused.
No.
I tell you what, she's giving me fever.
Well.
Couldn't help myself, I'm sorry.
You should always have at least 5 people in your life that you know that whatever you say can turn it into a song.
That was a near
there's
photo
Robbie
finish.
straight through. Starboy, yep, hot on his heels. And this pack suddenly speeded up. The outside pack refs, worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Fast pack.
Robbie through. Chaz taking a seat. Starboy joining him. And Jammerhammer as well.
Power jam to the East. East are leading at the minute.
Ray
and
do it.
East is lead. So they have control of this power jam situation.
That was a beautiful, really controlled 3-wall from South, though. Literally just the three of them on track. And they really managed to steal that speed away from Robbie.
Oh! Was that Bonnie again?
No, that was... Yes, it was.
Yes, it was. There you
it
go.
was.
Big hit. And again.
Robbie's like, nah.
I'm done.
Stick a fork in
Two's
me.
enough. I don't need a third.
Yeah.
Yep. So with that big jam there, it gives the East the lead and the biggest differential they've had so far. It's like one mind. That's exactly what we've just done.
Hive mind.
Derby level unlocked for me. Hooray. For those of you who don't know, this is my first time streaming. I very much had the doubts within myself, and to actually say something and then get past a piece of information from our producer, which is exactly what I've just said, tick to me, quite happy.
I am a proud announced mother. I will be... Oh!
Jammer on jammer from the jam line.
Wince absolutely skinned him. Oh, no.
Oh,
Wince with the blocking to the head.
oh, now if you're going to give Jammy a power jam, I foresee in my Derby crystal ball there's going to be a lead change.
You can't see it, but I'm squashing my own face in terror.
East need to get this wall.
We've got 45 seconds left on the period clock, people. This could be the last jam.
It is so close.
Wince Pie back on track.
Jammy looking like he's got a bit of a stitch there.
He's gassed for sure. Wince Pie getting called for a cut. They came on track ahead of the whole darn pack, and it's still inside the engagement zone.
So that's a big no, and there we go. Jammy has taken that lead back.
There's still 45 seconds left of the jam.
Waving his finger at his blockers. I'd like the offense. Arms in the air. Ding, ding, ding. We are done. Take a bow, Jammy Dodger. And indeed, all of the teams, East and South, what a game. 7 points.
That just wow.
Do you know, I think the fact that our referees are having to have a stretch to get rid of the cramp just shows you how much those junior roller derby players have worked their legs.
Damn.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
We will, of course, wait for the official final score, especially as this is so close. But that is presumably the clock, the words. Snoogs,
Time has gone.
Yes.
Official play is finished.
Yes. The period clock had expired when Jammy Dodger called the jam. That is the official final score. Just because I know that I'll get the teams mixed up, I'll let you.
That sees the South with 272, finishing East with 265.
Absolutely excelsior.
Even coming second with 265 points. Take a bow.
Phenomenal game. Mentioned something to Payne over the Painbow this morning. I was like, get yourself some junior roller derby. They're the future of the sport. And she corrected me and said, they're the sport right now.
Right now. Right now.
And I'm going to leave you with that for the moment, folks. Of course, we do have one more game here. which will be North v East. But yeah, mull that over. These kids, they're the sport right now.
And this is the place to be this weekend.
Yes.
This
We do hope you've
definitely is.
enjoyed this game. I've been Snoogans,
I've been Haiti Perry.
and our fantastic producer was Loud and Queer. We will see you very soon. Thank you.
See ya.